Welcome to another episode of DioTalk. I'm Dio. Let's talk. My guest today has the hottest song right now out called Blueface. Ladies and gentlemen, give a warm welcome to recording artist Boasy. What's going on, brother?
What's going on? What's going on, man? Living life. How about yourself, man?
That's what's up. That's what's up. How's that? How's that new song coming out? That's just hot.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate all the love and support I've been getting, man. The song Blueface is taking off. It's only a matter of time, for it to go to the next level. But it's doing its thing in the streets right now.
Yeah, definitely. It's dope. It's dope. How long you been doing this music stuff?
That's a good question, man. I've been doing this music about a decade now, believe it or not. I
Really?
started pretty young. Yeah, I
Wow.
started pretty young, so I mean, it comes natural to me. So I have a lot more songs,
Yeah.
but I started off doing it a while back. Like I said, been 10 years, and I took a little hiatus and stuff. But I got a decade now, so I took some time off. I had two girls, so I took some time off from music for a while, and then now I'm back to it. 100%. 100% focused. So the first song I recorded was Blueface, so that's a testament to my time in the game and the work that I put in over the years.
That's dope. That's dope. Well, it's a fucking dope song. I fucking played it like 3 or 4 times.
Appreciate you.
It's very catchy. Has a nice hook. I think a lot of people could gravitate towards it. So it's
Yeah.
dope. So like, what made you fall in love with music? Like what was that?
Um.
What was like that moment that you're like, I want to do this?
All right. So, what really let me fall in love with music was I used to be in a dance crew. We do choreographing, street dancing, and stuff like that. So, one day, one of the group member he came up with a signature dance. So, I was just listening to some beats one day at home. And he was like, man, I got this new dance and I'm gonna show it to you guys so the whole crew can learn it. So I'm like, okay, cool. So he showed us the dance. And then when I got home one day, I was just listening to beats and I was like, man, let me just, do a little freestyle. Cause I used to do that like back in high school and stuff like that. Just, I was like the class clown. So I used to joke around and just, whatever song, I'll change the lyrics into something, like comedic, like what they do now. I used to do
Yeah.
that, back then. So I always had that, that musical side in me. And also, my uncles and my cousins, like, much older, they never made it into music, but yeah, they always did music. So the music it's in the family. It's just I never really paid attention to it like really young until like my later teens. So yeah, man. So after he made the dance move, I was like, man, I'm gonna make a song for this dance move. And then that's how I started doing music. That was a haha moment. I did a little freestyle voice note. I sent it to him. He was surprised because I never really said I could sing or anything while in the group because our main focus was dancing,
Yeah.
choreographing and shit like that. So after I sent him the freestyle, he was blown away and he was like, "Wow, I didn't know. Yeah, we have this talent in the group, and we're not using it." And one of my other group member, he could sing, so by me showing that side of me, brought the other side of him, and then we did a collaboration for the dance move, and then from there we put it out. It start like took off in the streets because like I said, the element of surprise because they know us as just doing choreographing and street dancing. So once they heard that, everybody gravitated towards the song. So I was like, man, this is what I really want to do. Because music and entertainment, it's the same, goes hand in hand. We used to entertain just dancing, dancing for the crowd. But like I said, I always loved music. Like I always listened to a lot of.
When you decided to come back, right? You said Blueface was your first song. Like, how was what was the difference between the music when you first said I gotta take a step back to now you're returning? Where is it like a different music, different style? Like, how much has it changed?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Because when I started out, like I got to, I'm originally from Jamaica,
Whoa.
so I got here. Yes, I got here when I was 17. To the United States. So my whole life and culture, reggae music. So that's what I used to do when I just started, just strictly reggae. The big difference is when I just started, I was predominantly reggae. I used
Mm.
to dibble and dabble in hip hop and R&B, like every now and then on certain tracks.
There you
I would like,
go.
I would,
Reggae.
I would,
Yeah.
I would play around because that's my forte is reggae. Because like I said, I'm Jamaican. I'm originally from
Yeah.
Jamaica, so
Dude, they
so
get
that's what I.
down. They get down. They
Yeah.
get
So
down.
the hardcore dancehall like Sean Paul and stuff like
Yeah,
that type of
yeah.
music. That's the type of music I originally
Oh,
do.
so you get
Yeah,
down.
like I said, I get down, man.
Yeah.
So when I took that hiatus, now I just thought it was like time for a change. It's not like I gave up on the reggae stuff because I still do like reggae tracks. I have a few. I haven't released this yet, but I switched it around. I just thought it was just time for a change. Plus right now hip hop is like predominantly like the
Yeah, yeah.
dominant genre across the world right now. So I was like, man, I can do it all if I put my mind to it. So
Yeah,
why
yeah.
not?
It's good. It's good to be versatile. Don't ever close yourself in a box, like it's good to be have versatility and just, be on top of everything, man.
Yeah, man, and that's the main purpose and the main goal, because when I started like doing music and then I started like dibbling dabbling, like I said, into hip hop and R&B, I was telling myself, man, I want to be like different, I still want to be known like, hey, I'm Jamaican, this is my roots, but at the same time, I want to branch out because I look at people like Rihanna. She doesn't stick to just she's from Barbados. She doesn't do Barbados type of music. She does
True,
pop
true.
music in
Yeah, yeah.
general. It's a lot of examples I can come up with. So I was like, I want to be like that. I just be known as a great artist instead of okay, Boasy just a reggae artist because they can categorize you and then you can't really grow and expand.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And then if you like, and you're like, it happens a lot when people like are so long in a genre that out of nowhere they do something else, they'll be like, oh, you lost respect out of your music and start just belittling
Yeah,
you. Yeah,
exactly. And then they're gonna call you a sellout and all kind of
yeah,
names
yeah,
when
yeah.
when it's really you just trying to let out that creativity, that creative side you've been withholding because you're trying to quote unquote stay loyal and true to a certain
Yeah,
genre.
every person that I've met that does music, and we have the same conversation we're having now. Like I tell them all the time, just tell them you do music. Don't seclude yourself to one genre, and
Mm-hmm.
and, and say I'm this. Nah, say you do music. You never know. One day you could do a rock song. Or
Man, I'm telling you,
hook up with somebody that does bachata and do a bachata song. Like
e-
you do
e-
music. You're
e- e-
passionate. Yeah,
exactly. So you get what I'm coming from. So
I
yeah,
got you
so
100%, brother.
that's when I came back. I said, man, I'm just gonna do all type of music. I'm gonna start letting out all the creativity I have inside my brain. Hip hop, R&B, reggae, reggaeton, whatever it is, I'm gonna do it. So that's what I started doing. And like I said, the first song that came to mind when I was going to go record is Blueface. And
What
the
inspired you to write that song?
okay,
Besides
I don't.
money,
Yeah, I don't like the pen and paper thing. I don't do that honestly. Everything is just
you
stored in
just
my
spit
head.
it,
I
you should have
freestyle.
spit it on the mic.
Yeah, I don't even pre-record it sometimes on the phone. Honestly, I just
That's dope. That's
vibe.
that's dope. That's dope.
I just vibe to it, and then I just every day I drive, I listen to the beat over and over and over. So it's just stuck in my head pretty much. So Blueface, now how it came about was I was driving to work and I was just listening to some beats. I came across the beat and I was like, man, this beat is dope. It's like a pop smoke type of beat. I was like, man, this is a real dope beat. And honestly, man, like I mean, I can't make nothing up. You just I was just thinking about money because his payday was around the corner, and I was just I was just thinking about money, and I need some more money, and I'm like literally the first word came out my mouth was Blueface, and then I followed it up with hundreds, and then
That's
that's
how you made it.
that's it. I mean, there's nothing more to
That's
it.
dope. It's a hot song, man. I keep saying it has a nice hook. It's very commercial. So like it'll usually when you try to spin a record on the radio, they have to
Uh
like
huh.
edit it 20 million times and cut
Uh
the
huh.
N word and cut the curses
Yeah.
and blur everything else. But the song is fire. It's fire. It's
Appreciate it.
fire. I definitely I like I said I bumped to it a couple of times even before I started this. I was bumping it on my radio.
Mm-hmm.
I got an Alexa and I was just jamming
Uh
to it.
huh.
Like it's very
Appreciate it,
catchy.
man. I
So
appreciate that.
it's I'm like it's like I like the structure of the song. Like you're very the way the song is structured like makes you like almost like a very good like songwriter too. Like if you chose to take that pass as well, man. But
It's funny how you say that, bro, because I think I have so much like songs. Like I could write songs for artists, like you say.
hmm
I'm very good at structuring because no knock to anybody, but I think nowadays a lot of the music,
hmm
like for example, a song can call pineapples, and then in the song they say nothing about pineapples. it's like
yes,
it's like
yeah,
the title doesn't match the word. And me, like, even though I'm still fairly young, like I have an old soul, so I'm kind of old school mentally.
yes, yes,
So this is me. When you used to go to school and you got to do essays and stuff like that, they tell you have to have a subject, a thesis, and all that. So that's
yes,
how I write
yes.
my songs. It has to match what the title is saying. It has to make sense. So if it doesn't make sense, I would never do a song
Dude, you know what's crazy? That
without. Yeah.
like growing up, like I don't know how old are you, but like me growing up, I grew up in Puerto Rico, right?
Uh
So
huh.
in that time, it was 90. I was 95. I was five, maybe 97, right?
Uh huh.
I grew up with cassettes, right? So
Uh
they used to
huh.
sell
Me too.
cassette, yeah, right. They used to sell
Uh huh.
cassettes, and the title, whoever was singing, right, the title was a name of the song. Like the name of the
Mhm.
album was the name of the single, and the
Mhm.
song that we're promoting out there, right? Now
Yeah.
it's funny that it was like you're saying it's not like that anymore. Like the
No, it's
song could
not
be
like
called
that.
Bubblegum, and the whole 3 to 4 minutes of the song it has nothing to do with bubblegum.
Exactly. So I think me personally, I just can't rock with that because I'm like,
It
it
makes
doesn't
no
make
sense.
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah.
doesn't make sense. Like you cannot sing about, make a song this title and then it has nothing to do with the title. It's like it's crazy to me. But yeah, I mean, so that's my creative process, man. Like I could, whatever topic it is, like, and most of the time, how I come up with songs and like title of songs a lot of times too, I go by what the name of the beat is called. Like, you can search on YouTube and say this beat is called Money, and then I'll make a song pertaining to. And most of the time, the beat. So yeah, a lot of times the producers don't get credit because a lot of times the melody and how their creative process makes it easier for you as an artist as well. Because some beat it just has the name and then you can just go by what the name of the beat is and just come up with something off that name, as far as idea. Because sometimes you don't,
Yeah.
you're going with a blank sheet and you don't know what to sing about, and then the beat is called, like I have a song called "Whoa," right?
Mm.
The beat is called "Whoa,"
Wow.
and I'm gonna send it to you. It's like a booty shaking song, but it's dope. Like
Shit,
it's
that's
really
what's
dope.
up.
Yeah, yeah. I put up a preview on my story not too long ago. So I mean, when you get a chance, you can listen to it. But the beat, that's what the beat was called, and it goes perfect with it. So that's what I'm saying. Like the creative process sometimes go like that. So
So
yeah.
how do you distribute your music? How do you get it out there?
Okay, how I distribute my music, I go through TuneCore. You know, you have a lot of other distributors like CD Baby and stuff like that, but I use TuneCore because I used them in the past, and I had no issue as far as copyrights and stuff, and give me a whole bunch of issues and flags and stuff like that because they have United Masters. They have a lot of distribution
So once you like you
companies.
upload it there, it's like directly under you. That's yours.
Yeah, yeah. You obviously got to have an account and stuff like that. So you know, you upload the cover art and upload the song. I think they take a few days to like review it to make
Mm.
sure you know ain't no copyright on there and anything. You got to give whoever credit on there, the producer or yourself. You know.
That's dope. That's dope. I'm glad that you're doing that because a lot of like independent artists like yourself that started music, um, they just put it, make a video, upload it on like YouTube or on SoundCloud and all these platforms, but they're not really securing themselves. And then anybody can come and
Yeah.
bite their shit and they made it.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, I don't knock them though because I had to learn too. You know, when I was
Definitely.
young and I just started, I used to do the same thing, and I was just so excited. You know, I just when once they say you find something you really love, like it's true, man. That passion you feel for it, it's like falling in love with a girl. That's how I put it.
Yeah,
When I fell in,
yeah.
when I fell in love with music, it's like I couldn't stop thinking about it. Like 24/7, I just want to create, and put it out there. You know, sometimes some of my songs was mixed and mastered properly, but back then I was just so excited to just put my music out there. So you know, I don't knock any young artist like did that and they didn't know how to like distribute a song. But you have to learn the business side of it as well. You know,
Yes, yes.
it's still no excuse because, like you say, you can have the greatest idea and then a bigger artist take your idea and then now you don't get nothing for it. You know, they take your whole song and
Yeah, that's
they cop
facts.
they copyright it and then you can't really prove that it's your song. You know.
That's 100% facts. Have you thought of like building like an account like on Spotify, opening up like uploading it on Spotify? Like I know in Google Play and iTunes you can sell your music as well. Not sure how it works, but also you can do it through there.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I have a Spotify account. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
They have Spotify for artists. So you know, I have both. I have the regular and I have the one for the artists where I have my profile. I can see how many listeners and you know
Definitely.
streams and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, I'm trying to. I'm still learning because you know I don't know everything. So I'll be on YouTube and stuff like that. You know, you have this guy called Dorian from Group 82. He has a lot of knowledge into
Oh,
you know in
Dorian.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
I want you know
My
what's funny, sis?
swans, my
Yeah,
swans.
my ducks, my swans. You know what's funny? Let me give you
Yeah.
a story about. Let me show you sometimes how stuff works. Cause like I tell you, when I took the hiatus, right? I had some songs that I had released that you know in the past, like they had got a lot of buzz. I was sitting on them. I didn't put them on no major platforms. I just had them on YouTube, SoundCloud, and stuff like that. So I was checking in one of his live one day on YouTube, and he was like, "Man, as an independent artist, like artists in general, like once you guys create, don't just sit on it. Put it out there. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Why are you creating for and then keeping it? Put it out there. You just never know who may like it. You know." And that's really what got me back into the music. So I have to, you know, shout out to him, man. He don't know, but you know, he's doing a lot for artists. Like he
Yeah, yeah.
doesn't.
He's a lot. I just started following him
Yeah, man.
recently.
He was just like, man, just put it out, man, in the universe. You just never know. And that's really what motivated me to start like getting that burning desire back for the music because I
Yeah.
was checking it out his live every day and I was like, man, I gotta get back into it.
He's definitely somebody that like not even just people who do music, but other people. He's a highly intellectual individual.
Very
He's all
highly. Yeah.
yeah, always pushing knowledge out there. Doesn't keep everything he learns. He pushes out to and just try to. He's always trying to better people and his surroundings,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
that's what definitely called my attention, and that's why I started following him as recently. Um, yeah, man, but like. times have changed. Like I tell people all the time when I have these conversations about music, all you really do is take your money instead of paying other people, invest it in marketing.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
marketing,
man.
it's so easy now.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, man, is the marketing. That's what separates, the bigger artists from like
Hmm.
independent artists like myself. It takes a lot of money,
Yeah.
Like people, they a lot of times big artists go on there saying, man, just keep grinding, keep working, but they don't go into the intricate details, into that keep grinding, keep working means you have to have some means of other income to support your craft, because
Hmm.
keep grinding and keep working, you could be, like I said, phenomenal songwriter and singer, but if you don't have the right tools to push yourself out there, then you're just gonna probably just be known in your local town or city.
Yeah. Yes.
You're not gonna really get that push that you need, because, like I said, marketing takes a lot of money. So the reason why big companies, Walmart and stuff like that, spend millions of dollars a year to promote their business, even though they already established and you know they're a foundation. They
Hmm.
still promote to this day. They still promote to this day. It's only
Yeah.
certain companies that don't really have to do as much promotion, if not at all, because they already established themselves, like luxury cars and stuff like that. It sells itself. But certain like businesses to this day, even though they're making billions of dollars, they still promote. McDonald's still promote every day. Burger King, for example, stuff like that. So as an artist, you got to be the same way, if even
Yeah.
more, because you're trying to sell yourself to the public. And,
Yeah. I think also like a lot of people are like very they're trying to live the life of an artist, right? They're trying to go into these studios and have be about the life, but they can't afford it, right?
yeah.
So like I watched this documentary called from the it's like a rock band from Jared Leto.
Hmm.
There was a documentary they did about him. He has a band called 30, I think 30 seconds or 30 minutes to Mars,
Hmm.
something like that.
Hmm.
And they
Uh-huh.
broke down what's a contract. The contract when somebody says I'm signed to a record label, and they broke it down, and it's basically just a loan, a bank loan. Like if you're gonna
Yeah,
get a
yeah.
loan,
That's
yeah,
uh-huh.
and
That's
that's
all. That's
something.
all.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
cut you. Go ahead.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. Pretty much like you said, a record deal is it's nothing different from any loan. Even to the simplest loan, like a Amscot loan, it's damn near the same thing. It's just people don't read the fine print. People just think, man, they gave me this
Yes,
money. No, this is just
yes.
an advance, and you're gonna pay back that with interest.
And then they don't that like you got to take out the tour money, the catering money,
Hmm.
the video shoots, all this, and like you're really not getting nothing.
Exactly. So you got signed for $1 million, and then they said, "Well, we're gonna do this album, and then studio time." Because remember, when you start going with a label, the studios that they rent out for you is top of the line, and sometimes it's damn near $1,000
Yo,
an hour.
and nowadays you can just do that from your phone. I remember
Exactly what
watching
I'm.
this. Yeah, not to
Hmm.
cut you off. I remember watching this video, Waka Flocka, right? They
Uh
wanted
huh.
him to send the verse. He recorded on an iPad and forwarded it, and that's it.
Hmm.
That's just
Yeah, I
that's
mean, yeah, but like you said, like we're talking like in hindsight, like back then, like
mm-hmm.
early 2000s, where it's still a record label is the way to go. But nowadays, like you say, man, you can be in your damn closet, man, as long as you have
Yeah,
the right
four
mic, the right.
mattresses, and that's the
Yeah,
booth right there.
there you go.
Lock
You got the right.
lock in your
Hmm.
car. You could literally you park your somewhere quiet, and in your car you could that's right there your studio booth.
Exactly, like perfect example. I don't know if you know who Sarani is.
Serrani.
He had that song, that reggae song. I don't wanna play,
Yes,
baby.
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
All right. That beat, he made it in his cars. I brought that up because you just said that exactly. He was just in the car. He said, "Idea came to mind," and made that beat smash.
yeah. And I tell people all the time, like at least I try to encourage like people, like any type of person, wants to create something, wants to be perfect, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the things, like a lot of new artists, is like a lot of, I apologize, I don't want to crucialize them, but like a lot of mumble rappers, right? They
No,
started
it
their
is what it
they
is,
they
man. It
they,
is
they
what it is.
started their shit. Like if you listen to the when they first, there's garbage, and they just uploaded it onto SoundCloud. That's it. It wasn't a perfect. It was, it's, this is what I got. This is what I'm gonna put out, and boom.
But you know the sad part about it is, man, a lot of those type of music is what gets more highlight and people that can really like structure a song. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the as an artist coming up, like you say, you don't want to knock anybody, but come on, we can tell quality from from BS.
Yeah,
And I go through that frustration too, but
yeah,
that was back then. But now I'm more like
yeah. But
I just
if it's the
I
song
just
is
have to
hot,
understand.
yeah, if the
Hmm.
song is hot, listen, it could be, you could record it in your car, in your bathroom, put
Hmm.
some mattresses up and make your own booth. If the song is hot, right? The song
Uh
is
huh.
hot. It's your success is guaranteed. Doesn't matter where
Yeah.
you record it.
Exactly. As long as the song is hot, man, and it's very catchy. Like I said, like that's what I focus on when I make my music. I want to be, I want to have a substance in my music. I want it to be fun, and I want it to be catchy. So that's my three main ingredients when I'm going into a song. Like I want to have some kind of lyrical content, where it can be like, okay, even though this, a turn up song, but at least he's not just saying gibber. It's just a rhyme. It makes sense and it flows, towards what the song is about. So that's how my process too, man. Just catchy, creative, and
What
and
kind of
lyrical.
music or artist inspires you? Like
Or
motivates you to go in the booth or
um, I mean, as far as inspire me, like to start doing music, is this artist, this dancehall artist, is called Vibes Cartel. He was like the main one that really got me into like, okay, I want to like, spit lyrics and stuff like that because he's like a lyrical phenom, you
Mhm.
know. But as far as like music in general, like I'm inspired by a lot of different artists. But I'll say, man, of today, I'll say like Drake, like he inspired me a lot because
And
I
that's
like the
another one
fact.
who has a nice
I,
structured
exactly.
writing.
I like the fact that he be himself.
Hmm.
He doesn't play the tough guy role. A lot of rappers these days, everybody's a killer. You listen to their
Hmm.
song, you think you think
Yeah.
everybody is a killer. But with Drake, what I love about Drake is, he stayed true to to himself. Like, he let that vulnerable side out. Sometimes he may do a little, kind of hardcore, but I don't really look
Yeah,
at
yeah,
Drake
yeah,
as
yeah.
hardcore. Like,
No, no.
he's
It's from
just
the
he just
grass, so
talking
he can
shit.
stay over there.
Exactly. He just talking shit pretty much. That's what I call it. He talking shit. He's not like a hardcore rapper, but
Hmm.
for the most part, he just stayed true to who he is. He's not afraid to take risks. He does R&B. Like I said, he did this song with Bad Bunny. Like
Hmm.
he likes to like try different things. And another person, which is crazy, they both Canadian. Tory Lanez,
Tory
super talented
Lane.
too. Super
Yes.
talented.
He
So
lost
them
a
the two.
he lost a lot of following due to that issue with Megan Thee Stallion, which
Nah, he didn't lose no following. He
no
gained following, man. He
shit.
nah, man, he gained following, man. If you follow him on IG, man, he like he's doing numbers now. Like he's doing more numbers than before. Honestly, it
Did
just
he
made him,
did he ever shoot her? What was that like? Because
I mean,
nobody got prosecuted. Like there was no.
it's still in proceedings, but I mean, I doubt he shot her. Some misunderstanding happened. I know something probably went on, and
Mhm. I know he came out
what.
with that last. He's a Starboy or something like that. He came out with an album, and the album like basically explained where everything, like his version of everything went down.
Yeah, yeah, he was pretty much saying, I did. I didn't do what you said I do. Why you have people in your head saying all that stuff. So I mean, we'll see how that play out. But like I said, Tory Lanez, he
Yeah,
definitely one of those artists that I look up to. Like, man, he's like super talented. Like he can do it all. Like sky's the limit for him. It's just sometimes and also how could I forget Chris Brown, man?
Chris
Super
Brown.
talented. That's my boy right there, man.
Yeah,
Super talented,
Chris
man.
Brown. I don't know. Chris Brown. I used to be a big fan, but he's like I don't want to say like you are who you're with, right?
Yeah.
Like he's constantly having problems, a lot of
Uh-huh.
gang related shit. Like he's not the Chris Brown
Yeah.
that you know when he first came out. Excuse me, miss.
Yeah, he's not as focused too.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. I don't think he's as focused. I mean, he still make really catchy hooks and
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
but as far as like you said, I get what you're saying. Like him by himself, like a body of work, he's not the same. And I
Yeah,
understand exactly what you're saying. Like he go on a feature, he gonna kill it. He gonna make the song 10 times better. But body of work like him being a singer, you would expect more. I just think the expectation he can't meet it like before. He
yeah,
can't meet
but
that
yeah,
expectation.
I think he can still make it. He can still meet it. I just think he needs to, like I said, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. He has a lot of gang related um surrounding around him,
Yeah.
which is
He lives.
not.
No,
It's
he lives
not.
in LA. Yeah, he lives
Yeah,
in LA now, and it's like I get what you're saying. Like that, the saying is, "Show me your company, and I'll tell you who you are."
exactly. There you go.
So he's trying to be a tough guy, but I mean, it's nothing wrong with being yourself, and like that's why like I think one of the best to do it like Usher. He stayed true to himself. Like
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
he's not trying to run behind the hype and try to keep up with the young guys. He's just stay in his lane and just make quality music. Every time he drops something, it's something quality. He's not
yeah, and like with him is like the more he goes through stuff in life, the better the album is. You
exactly
know.
exactly. Even Trey Songz, like Trey Songz,
Yeah,
he's
Trey
dope
Songz
too.
too. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I think he's more of an R&B now than Chris Brown because Chris Brown started out predominantly R&B, but I think Trey Songz stays more to
yeah,
that vibe
but he did
than
that to
Chris
him. He
Brown.
did that to himself.
Yeah,
R and B ain't selling shit. You know, if you don't have some type of hip hop influence in the song, they ain't doing shit. He's right now going to one of those millennial tours with B2K, and,
yeah.
you know, and Keith Sweat and shit. He put himself in a box, man. He's good,
Yeah,
but he wanted parties and ladies, and that's the life when you got money. You
yeah,
stop
true,
focusing on what got you there, rather now focus on what's the next time to party, popping
true.
bottles, throwing money. Let's go to a strip club. Like it's work. That work didn't get you there where you are. Focusing in the studios, writing song, getting yourself out there. That's what is gonna make you big. Put in the work.
Yeah, for sure.
So you got like are you promoting a mixtape or are you dropping that soon or album? What's going on?
Yeah, so the plan initially is to drop a mixtape by this summer for the summer, right? So we already in summer, so I want to drop a mixtape before the summer is over. But I was I submitted my song to the radio, the big radio station down here, and I got some feedback from like the program director, and she pretty much like break it down like, hey, give me examples of like all the artists and their journey, and it was like, hey, nothing gonna happen overnight, and look at the Migos, Kodak Black, and a few other artists. They was explaining their journey, how long it took them to really pop. So her advice to me, which I appreciate, was like promote one song. If you got one song and you believe in that song, put 1,000% into it and push it hard, promote it. You only need one song. that one song to, take it to the next level. So if you have a song you really believe in, promote that one song, especially for a young artist. You don't want to be promoting five, six different songs. You're gonna confuse, the audience, because they're not really familiar with you as yet. So that was the advice I took, and that's what I'm
I
running
mean,
with right
that's
now.
God. I'm a horrible person for these shits. That's I'm an underdog, and I bet always on myself. I know that
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
end of the day, nobody's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna do it for myself, right?
yes,
And like
yes.
that's really good advice. But you got to think about we're in a generation. Our time right now is like
Yeah, yeah, the attention. I was
everybody.
thinking,
Yeah, everybody's
I
promoting
get
one
where you go.
song.
I get where
Yeah.
you go. I get where you go, and I was thinking the same thing too. So, I didn't finish to. I say that to say this. I was thinking, going with that strategy. As you can see, that's the only song I really have promoting. But I was like thinking to myself, I need to go back to the drawing board, like when I just started, even though it was like 10 years ago. But I find what works effective. The artist Russ.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was saying the same. He was like, man, you just gotta drop a song every week. When you say you should drop on SoundCloud, you just gotta drop it every week. And just get people. Be consistent. That's what they want to see. So, I think I'm gonna drop the mixtape very soon. I already have a lot of songs. I will be sending you all the exclusive ones
You
as
you
well.
you let me know. But
Yeah, man.
like I learned. I have a good friend, right? I grew up with him.
Mhm.
His name is his artist name is Zombie, the music artifact, right? He's a
Uh
producer.
huh.
Uh,
Uh huh.
this guy is like he started from like young. I'm talking like 13, 14 years old in music, starting doing music, right?
Mhm.
And I learned from him and like to make a demo, right? To
Mhm.
make a demo was basically like you choose 3 to 5 songs, right?
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
put one song, which is like the one you're promoting, then the other song, like what would you sound like in a love song, an R&B song, right? Then you put another song. Well, what would you sound like in a reggae song or like a dancing song,
Mhm.
right? Then what would
Mhm.
you sound as a feature? So rather than it's hard because right now and the time we're in, everybody's just making money out of one song. But
Mhm.
my advice to anybody starting, right? And I could be wrong, I'm not into this music game, right?
Mhm.
Set yourself up and where if somebody hears like Blueface and that shit's
Mhm.
hot, like I heard, I want more. As you saw, I posted a freestyle you did. I got hooked on Blueface, what led me to I want more. All right, who's this guy? And what else
Mhm.
does he have?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you're promoting one music and you have anything out, you're like you're defeating yourself.
It's like limiting my. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
you're
thinking.
limiting
You know what?
yourself.
It's good we having this talk, and it's good to hear from different perspectives
Yeah.
because subconsciously I was thinking the same thing. Like, man, because like I said, I'm very old school with my approach. So
Mm-hmm.
when I literally first did Blueface, I mean, I had my printer, man. I made CD covers and all that with Blueface. I started handing them out. So at the barbershop, one of the guys really liked Blueface, like you said. And he was like, man, you got more music, man? You got more music, man? I
Yeah.
love the Blueface. I play this every day. Do you got more? Do you got more? So, I was thinking heavily on it, man. I just need to like, make the mixtape. Just have me pay me a DJ to do a nice mix on it, with sound
Yeah.
effects and his stamp on it, and just put it out there because I got so many great songs, and like you said, this how you just say like the blue phase and so, how would I sound in R&B and stuff
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
You gotta it's all yeah.
You're literally describing how my mixtape gonna go.
Yeah.
Literally.
You have to set you
Hmm.
have to set yourself up for to win. You gotta be versatile because maybe that Blueface won't hit, but maybe the one you do R&B hits, or maybe you do a feature. You gotta show different uh you gotta show different forms of your sound and music. That
Hmm.
shit, it's not working. And right now they gave you that fucking advice, and it's not bad, but it's a shitty advice. because
yeah.
and I just met you the other day. You know, I heard Blueface. I want more. I want more.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
what led me to the freestyle. Okay, after I want to listen to more. If you look at
Mhm.
like any artist, right?
Mhm.
They and to actually make it in the industry, you need three successful albums. Your first three albums. It's crucial,
Mhm.
right? If you're an artist that dropped his first album and after that now you're just sitting back enjoying the luxury, no, you're gonna lose. If
Yeah.
you gotta like you if you drop your album in August, right? You gotta be dropping your second album in January, you know,
Yeah.
and then the next album and say May or April. You have to piggyback that ride and keep
Yeah.
moving
Got it.
forward. You know, if you
Mhm.
stop at your second album, you're gonna hurt. You're not gonna make it. You're gonna be a one hit wonder.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. You're right. And
You
so I
gotta you
mean,
gotta like I'm a big fan of 50 Cent, right? Like he dropped
oh, that's my boy right
right.
there,
He
man.
dropped he
Yeah.
dropped Get Rich or
Get
Die
Richard,
Trying, right?
and then come up with a massacre after
Then
that.
you know he did I think G Unit whatever, but he was overflowing the streets, right? He dropped the
Yeah.
Massacre, boom. Then he dropped his third album. His third album was Curtis was good, but it was already like they
The momentum was kind of
yeah
dying down by
no
that
they
time.
they
Yeah.
they put the song like they linked it already, so it didn't have that momentum coming.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
he did the songs with G Unit, the albums with G Unit. So like he
Mhm.
kept jumping on that momentum. He didn't let it die down.
Uh huh.
You know, it's like that guy who did that song. This is why I'm hot. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
Mims or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that.
Mims.
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 Where's he at?
Mims. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. He did this one, and then he did that other one, and then that was it. Like
That's
you're
it.
right. You're right. Yeah.
You
So
let
I'm.
that momentum die. That's it. It's crucial. You gotta come back to back. Keep dropping. If Blueface is success, you gotta drop another one. You know, not too far from it, and keep moving.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, man. Like I said, that's what I'm thinking about doing, man. Just dropping like songs back to back and just how it goes. Like you said, that momentum because that's how I used to do it, honestly. Because that's the best way to do it. Because I follow Lil Wayne blueprint.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when he had 72 songs on the Billboard.
Yeah,
he was he was having his own songs and he was doing a million features and you just couldn't get rid of Wayne. Like he was
yeah.
everywhere. And like you
2008,
say,
that wave. It was
yeah,
saying
he
he was the
had that
best rapper
way.
alive.
Exactly.
You know, he
So
started off just doing features with everybody, a shitload. They didn't care who. And then when his album came out, boom! Carter 3 was like
did
the
a
best.
million, yeah, exactly, a million in the first week because of that momentum. Like you say, he had that built up anticipation, and then once he dropped, it was over.
Do you got? It's just you solo. Or do you got a team?
No, he just right now it's just me solo, man. I don't have a team. I'm trying to work on that, but he just right now I'm just doing all that I can right now.
I mean, if you can do it yourself, who better than yourself?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, you're ready. The most important part is the business part, which is that's something you can tell straight out of the bat.
Hmm.
You're already gaining momentum on, Ben. Everything else should be easy. Is managing your shit. Just keep.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like I said, I have all of that going right now. It's just like I said, I have to find somebody that's like in the industry or knows about the industry. I just don't want to get anybody on board and then they sabotage what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, don't even worry about the industry, man. Don't worry about you
No,
right now.
not really the industry, but you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Like somebody that has the knowledge, of artists on marketing and
I'm a
getting
I'm a I'm
the
gonna connect
best out
you.
of.
I'm gonna connect you with my boy Zombie. All right, he's
Okay.
like, he's done it all, man. He's done it all. He just needs somebody like you. He makes
Yeah.
like he's a talented motherfucker. He is a talented motherfucker. Like, and he's all right there in Orlando.
In Orlando?
In Orlando. I'm gonna send
Right.
you.
So I'm like, how many minutes away? Like literally an hour away, the most.
I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna inbox you his IG page, and you're gonna hit him up. You tell him I sent him. I sent you. He's dope, man. He's dope. Truly
Yeah,
dope.
man. Yeah, if if we can connect and then we can make some magic happen, man. Like I have plenty of ideas. Like this week, this Friday, I'm gonna be in the studio, so I might go live and you can tune in and then you can see like my process. Sometimes I do that, like go live and just try to show the fans like my creative process. So
That's
I'll
dope.
be in
That's
the
dope.
yeah, man. I'll be in the studio on Friday. I have this song that I'm gonna do. It's gonna be called Pain Music. And they're just speaking about the struggle, pretty much. Because like I said, I like to be diverse. I like to sing about various topics. That's me. Like I look I approach the music too. Like I'm going to school. Different classes. I have
Yeah,
different
yeah, yeah,
topics.
yeah, yeah.
So that's me. I'm not like one dimensional. I'll sing about. You can't sing about girls and party all the time.
No,
You know
definitely,
you.
definitely.
So yeah.
Do you are you planning to release any like old songs you have, or you're
Yeah,
thinking
man.
about like
Yeah.
remaking them?
I was thinking about both, but I have a song, man. I have a song to this day is my biggest song, believe it or not. It's called TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. It's a dancehall song, and that's really like propelled me like into the really in the spotlight here in Tampa. That had me like all over the place. It's called TGIF. It's like an anthem. And it's like a Friday anthem. Like
No, release that. Put that out.
every
That should have been
every
out
time
yesterday.
No, it's out, but it's not out as far as like you can see on Spotify and stuff like that. So I need to get it on there. But like I said, probably gonna have some like have to get it cleared a little bit from the producer. But I don't think it will be that that of a big deal since it's a Jamaican producer, so it's not as complicated as here. Here is like you gotta come with a lot of money, man. They don't play
That's
here.
man.
Once,
That's
once,
everywhere. That's why you can't.
yeah,
You take that money, invest in yourself.
uh-huh.
You trying to you know the big work. The biggest work is getting out and finding people to believe in you, and that
Yes.
but you spending your time on these like you went to the radio station. That's I see that as a learning curve. It's all about
Yeah,
money.
yeah,
Everything is monetized. You got to bet
yeah,
on yourself.
yeah. No, no, no. The reason why I had linked up with the radio station because I thought that it was easy to get on because I know a few guys that's local
Mm,
artists here that
hmm
that been on the radio, so I didn't know like the ins and out of getting on the radio. So I was just trying my luck just to see. I wasn't like hell bent on getting on there. I was just seeing like what's the process and what does it take. So when I asked, they the director just pretty much break it down to me and let me know, hey, this is how it goes and so on and so forth. So I'm like, okay, cool. I wasn't really sweating it like that, like, you know, depending on the radio to, get stuff, going. I was just seeing if I can get that extra exposure because once it hits the radio, then, the song will literally blow up.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. I got it. I got it. So by December, August, you dropping that? End of July.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna drop it the end of July. I think I'm gonna drop it the end of July, or I might drop it on the 6th of August. But the 6th of August is like my country Independence Day, so I might drop it on
Mm,
the independence of
there you
my
go. There you
country.
go.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I was thinking. I was thinking I was gonna drop it on the 6th, and then just give y'all a treat, man. Like I said, I will have Blueface on there. I think I'm gonna put I have an R&B song called "Do You Love It." I'm gonna put that on there. I have a dancehall track on there, a reggae song on there called "Call Me." I have this other track, man. You gotta hear. It's called "Nasty Bitch." It's like, oh man, it's crazy, man. It's
Oh
crazy, bro.
shit.
I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy because the beat is all the saxophone. It is crazy. I think that's gonna be the next one after Blueface. It's
I can't
ridiculous.
wait. I can't wait to hear, man. I can't.
Yeah, man. So I have that on there, and I have a few others, man. Like I said, I have a few others I'm gonna put on there. So it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be
So,
crazy when I
so you're
drop.
gonna make like a short EP slash mixtape.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. That's the goal. Like making
That's
a
what's up.
short EP mixtape vibe, and put it out there, and then see what the feedback is. Because right now I got like, let me see, Blueface. I gotta get your money up. That I got about 8 songs right now, like 8 like real dope songs, and right now I'm just trying to narrow it down and see, you know, what 5 solid ones I want to put out there. Because I don't want to oversaturate. I just want to have like 5, 6 solid songs
I
where,
think you need at least 5 songs that
yeah,
make you seem versatile, and just
uh
put them out there, man. Like the streets are gonna relay if it's good or not. The streets never lie.
yeah, yeah. The street's gonna let you know what's popping and what's not.
And
So
if they're
yeah, man,
supporting you right now with Blueface, I don't think you will have a problem.
yeah, yeah. And that's gonna be my lead, song. As soon as they put it in or whatever, they don't even have CD no more. But as soon as they download that and they hear the song, that's gonna be the first song that pops up.
That's
Off
dope,
the
man.
yeah, man. So I'm trying to, like I said, I'm gonna release it, and there you go, man. August 6th, man. First, you
August
heard it here
6th. There
first.
you go.
August 6th,
You
man.
got a title? You got a title?
I had a title, but I
You
don't
still
know,
you
man.
still think about it.
I'm still thinking about it. I'm
All
still
right,
thinking
all
about
right.
it. I think the title I came up with was too simple. You know what I'm saying? So I have to go back to the drawing board and find
All right, that's
something
fair. That's
that's
fair.
really, yeah, that's
August
really,
6th,
really, yes,
Jamaican's
sir.
Independence Day, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what's up. Um, Before we go, let the people know where they can find you to check you out. Go on
Yeah, man. I
YouTube,
could.
promote it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they can check me out on all major platforms as far as like downloading Blueface, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, so on and so forth. As far as my social media accounts, everything is at Boasy_official. That's BOASY_official. You can find me on YouTube, TikTok, SoundCloud, Instagram, Thriller, you name it. All of the major platforms. You can find me at Boasy_official, man.
There you
Check me out, man.
go. There you
Yes, sir.
go. Being on the show, brother. I appreciate it.
I
Um,
appreciate you for having me on, man. And
we
like I
we
said, I'll be.
yes,
Go
you
ahead.
got. We're gonna have to have you again because we gotta talk about once it releases, right? And let the
Yeah.
month pass, and I'm able to hear it. We're gonna come back
hmm
and we're gonna digest that fucking that mixtape.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir. For
heard?
sure.
I can't wait. August 6th. No official name yet, but I'm gonna be waiting. You
Yeah,
got you
man.
got a
I
fan in
got you.
me. You got a
I
fan in
got.
me. I'm gonna
I
be
got you,
waiting.
man. I'm gonna send you all the exclusives.
I appreciate it.
Probably by the end of the day, like I said, I'll send you all the songs gonna be on the mixtape. So pretty much you're gonna hear it first. So
Oh shit.
I'm gonna send you all the tracks, and then you can go from there. You can vibe to them. We can talk off air. You can let me know, like, man, this track is, you can let me know, give me your feedback, and then we go from there, man. But like I said, man, thanks for having me on, man. It was a
Thank you
pleasure,
for
man.
joining,
Pleasure
man.
talking.
I appreciate it. Have a great day, brother.